Welcome to another episode of the Hammer Drops. I'm your host, Laoch. Today, we are going to talk about what's going on with Trump. Okay, we're going to talk about this because what we are witnessing is corruption to the core with everything that's going on. We are witnessing the Biden administration and the lengths that they will go to prevent Donald Trump from becoming president again. Now, and I will say this right off the bat, I didn't want to throw my hat in the ring with this whole Trump thing. I really didn't. I was looking forward to an open field, so to speak, come primaries with the Republican Party. But with the way things are going, you have, let's look at our choices. You got Vivek, who has been caught in lie after lie after lie, and he continuously tries to get himself out of it. And he's this picturesque person that, Obama was. So, you kind of got to take him off the table. RFK Jr. is nothing more than the psyop. He is put there to take votes away from Trump. And then you got DeSantis, who, let's face facts about DeSantis here, folks. He's a lying sack of shit. He really is. He has done some of his fundraisers have been funded by lobbyists from Moderna. Come on. The one company with, the whole vaccine, was completely against it. And he's gonna let them throw a campaign, fundraising party for him. How well does that sit with you? It just blows my mind. And then you have all these court cases that just coming up out of nowhere. They're saying January 6th. Obviously, if they had anything on him for January 6th, the so-called insurrection. Now, mind you, and I said this in other episodes, what happened at the house at the Capitol building a couple weeks back when they were taking a vote, not only by a congressman who pulled the fire alarm and nothing happened during business. Then you have a pro-Palestinian march that took over the House during their time of electing a new House Speaker. And yet again, nothing happened to those people. But, then you have Rashida Tlaib, who incited that insurrection. MTG took articles to have her essentially silenced in Congress. And we have Republicans that vote against it, like Chip Roy and stuff like that. So you have what's happening now is it's essentially you're seeing the uniparty here. You're seeing the Republicans that are rhinos, Chip Roy, all of them. The 25 that voted against silencing Rashida Tlaib when it came to this. And then, let's not forget, those that voted, we got to send more money to Ukraine. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of my money, my tax dollars going to Ukraine to fund a war that I don't fucking care about. We should be taking care of the people here at home before worrying about what the fuck is going on over there. Now, and again, that's not what this episode is about. This episode is supposed to be about Trump and what's going on over there. But, as you know me, I kind of go all over the place, and I'm going to continue doing that. But we are completely witnessing, like I was saying, the corruption. And the funny thing is that there's so many people, you go to X and it's the propaganda that's spewing on X, the social media just in general, Facebook and all that. And then, but as long as you're a Democrat, you can say whatever the fuck you want to. You can lie through your teeth and say whatever you want. But the minute they feel that you are a conservative or a Republican, and nowadays, I think anytime you're labeled a conservative, you're a MAGA extremist, and that's it. That's what you're labeled as. And you know what? I'm sick of it. If I'm going to be labeled a MAGA extremist for my beliefs in upholding the Constitution of the United States, then so be it. Then this is me saying what I need to. And moving forward until the election of 2024, I will promote Donald Trump as much as I possibly can on this podcast. I will bring more to light the bullshit so you, my listener, can connect the dots and see the bullshit that Biden and his administration are doing, along with these corrupt attorney generals and judges. My vote in the primary and in the election is going to be for Donald Trump, because you know what? As I'm talking, I'm currently, I also have Twitter pulled up, and of course there's a picture of Donald Trump right there. So, but yeah, I officially going to be voting 150% support for Donald Trump. I'm over it. And as an American, as no matter what party you want to be a part of or whatever party that you associate with, you got to look at this and you got to see what it truly is. You have a pompous judge who's he looks like a piece of shit, honestly. Judge, I'm not even going to say his name. I'm just going to call him the judge, because he doesn't deserve any acknowledgement on this, just as the attorney general doesn't. So I won't say its name either. So that's how I'm going to refer to him. But even the judge even said that he's not there to hear what President Trump has to say. And then you have whatever it is as the AG out there, totally just saying whatever the hell what it wants to. But heaven forbid the other side be able to defend himself. You can't do that anymore. That goes against everything. And that, just in itself, should anger you just a little bit or something. Because if you don't have a voice and you're not allowed to say how you're feeling, that's your First Amendment right. That's one of the fundamental things of our Constitution and our rights as a republic is freedom of speech. We are free to say whatever we want. If I want to say that President Joe Biden is nothing more than a pedophile piece of shit, I have every right to say that, because that's my opinion. That's my right under the First Amendment. Just as all these libtards want to sit there and say that Orange Man bad for whatever reason. The funny thing is that Joe Biden is taking more credit for the things that Donald Trump did while Donald Trump was in office. He's trying to take credit for, he really can't take any credit for job growth, because there isn't any job growth. The only job growth that is happening today are jobs coming back from pre-pandemic. Okay, and if anything else is opening up, it's all hospitality stuff that's low-paying wages. And even if you do get higher wages, inflation's so fucking high right now that it's not going to matter. So you can make $15 an hour, but essentially it's like you're making $7-8 an hour still. But people don't want to realize that, and that's all Joe Biden's doing. And people, whoa. No, that's Donald Trump's doing. Donald Trump did it. How did Donald Trump do it? Donald Trump hasn't been in office in almost 4 years. But yet, you all want to still be there and blame Trump for everything that's going on today. Just like I'm sure you want to blame Trump for everything that's going on at the border. When we know 150% that is Joe Biden's fault. But there's some crazy people out there that are getting paid by the DNC as influencers on all social media platforms that will try to sway you and make you believe otherwise. And I'm telling you, folks, you believe half of what you see, not even half of what you see through mainstream media and social media, because it's mostly bullshit. It's all opinions. the facts that they want you to believe are based on opinions of liberals. That's your fact checkers. The problem is that they're trying to go after Donald Trump for his company and saying how corrupt his company is, when essentially his lawyer hit it on the nose today on Fox when she basically said he helped create the landscape of New York, which he did. He's got 50 years in real estate. Yeah. Did he have to go bankrupt a couple times? Of course he did. I'm sorry that Joe Biden hasn't, because Joe Biden has money been funneling in from other countries like China and Russia and all that stuff. But let's not talk about that, right? Let's not talk about the millions of dollars that are kicked back from him to him from Ukraine. I mean, ask yourself this about Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. How is it that Hunter Biden is on the board of any energy company when he has no experience? It's almost impossible. Can you get a job on a board like that and make millions of dollars a year with no experience whatsoever? I don't think you could. Actually, I know you couldn't. Neither could I. But Hunter Biden can, because Hunter Biden and his Papa Bear Joe and once President Obama just kind of let it happen. It was all able to go that way. And it's funny because if you really look at things with the money that's being kicked back from Ukraine, millions of dollars are going back to, rhinos, back to Democrats. And I'm actually going to find that for you, because I'm going to go down the list, because I feel that you, as my listeners, have the right to know how much money has been funneled back to the Democrats and rhinos as this has all been happening. So bear with me here a second. I'm looking for it. And while I'm looking for it, if you do happen to like this episode, or, if you can, do me a favor, share with a friend, family, give it a like, give me a rating on any one of your favorite podcast platforms. It's going to help with the algorithms and help me get out to more people. Because as we know, censorship and shadow banning is happening very, very, very much. And it's getting harder and harder to get out to more and more people. So if you can do me that solid, and, if you like this, share with a family, friend, member, friends, whatever, leave me a 5-star and a review. That'd be awesome. Okay. So, I got to keep going back and back and back. Bear with me here, folks. I have it. I just got to find it. Okay. So this is I have it right here. I just pull up my phone and there it is. I try to look through Twitter and it doesn't want to find it for some reason. So out of all the money that we have sent to Ukraine in the last, since 2022, beginning of 2022 or whatever, since this war started, Joe Biden himself has gotten back in kickbacks $92 million. Mitch McConnell, $89 million. Nancy Pelosi, $86 million. Chuck Schumer, $66 million. Lindsey Graham, $82 million. Mitt Romney, $71 million. John Cornyn, $41 million. Adam Schiff, $62 million. Dan Crenshaw, $20 million. Liz Cheney. God, she's one of the most corrupt bitches I've ever. There's a reason why her daddy can't leave the States. Same with George Bush. And we'll get into that at another time. But Liz Cheney, she doesn't need to be in Congress anymore. She got $77 million back. Our good old Speaker Kevin McCarthy got $42 million. Jamie Raskin, $38 million. Mike Pence, $61 million. Oh, I'm guessing Greg Pence is his brother at $17 million. Rick Scott, $63 million. Hakeem Jeffries, a whopping $74 million. Ilhan Omar, $33 million. And the whiny old lady Elizabeth Warren got $42 million. That's your tax dollars, folks. This is Joe Biden's way of making sure that him and the Uniparty are paid. Remember that time he went over there and he said, and he did this in an interview, and I posted it on my my social media. I posted it on TikTok. I got taken down by TikTok, of course. I put it to Twitter. I think it's still up on Twitter, but I think I got a ban for it a short time. But it was when he was over there and he basically admitted that he told the prosecutor, or not the prosecutor, but told the government official of Ukraine that was trying to prosecute his son, that if that prosecutor still has a job, that they weren't going to get the money. And that came from Obama. So, but let's attack Donald Trump because Donald Trump did those things, right? I just don't get it. I mean, this is stuff that you can't even make up, but apparently they will. And I'm going to take a real step back here because I just came across Nancy Pelosi saying about elections tomorrow, November 7th. Our freedom and democracy are on the ballot. Okay. I'm not sure what states that are having elections tomorrow, but I will say this. Get out there, vote, because, our democracy is on the ballot and it's going up against the Democrats. And you know what? I don't know what day I was going to post this, but it looks like I might have to post it today. But if for some reason it doesn't get up, I hope you voted, and I hope you did vote for a conservative or Republican or independent or libertarian or somebody other than a Democrat or somebody that is actually going to do good for the country. At least that's how I used to vote. Is I always felt that voting for somebody that I felt that was going to do great things for the citizens of the United States, but unfortunately, they're all corrupt. Let's just face it. They're all corrupt. And there's nothing we can do about that. But there's an election on Tuesday the 7th. So whether or not I get this out today or if I get this out tomorrow, we shall see. But if it is out, maybe I'll probably put it out tomorrow. So yeah, get out there, vote, get these Democrats out so we can have a future for our kids. And then one other thing here real quick, because I just noticed this. And the Nashville shooter, or whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry. I don't know the proper pronouns for transgenders or whatever you want to say, but I'm just going to call it, I think it's a dude, or it was a dude wanting to be a chick, whatever. I'm just going to say this. The manifesto came out, and of course that manifesto is being silenced on Google, being silenced on Facebook, which that shouldn't surprise you. My question is why would Joe Biden and his regime want that silenced? That should be the same question that you have. Because why would they want that silenced? Oh, could it be because of what was said in there? Here's a brief little thing of what was said in some of in the letters, which you can find over there on my X, the Twitter or whatever. So the manifesto has been released. It was released by Steven Crowder, and it was titled Death Day, Targeted Crackers with White Privileges. And mind you, this was a white person saying this. Go figure. It said, I want to kill you, little crackers. I hope I have a high death count. I'm ready. I hope my victims aren't ready to die. This is the manifesto of this person. Now, this person was a transgender. This person was going through hormone replacement and all that fun stuff. This is stuff that they don't tell you about when you want to go transition. And for those of you, sorry about that. And for those of you that, I'm sorry, I have to laugh. I should have probably put my phone on silent, but now you got to hear that little song. But yeah, so I mean, you have that. So they're trying to keep that quiet for whatever reason. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Considering the last of the school shootings have been Democrat because they want to, they want to go after the AR-15, because it's an assault rifle. AR stands for assault rifle. Wrong. AR does not stand for assault rifle. It stands for Armalite rifle. And it's after the company that developed it in 1950. So, and it does not stand for assault rifle or automatic rifle. But our government officials don't seem to. I guess there must be brain dead on that. And again, I know this is supposed to be about Trump, but there's other things that need to be talked about than just Trump. But I will, I promise you that there's going to be a lot more stuff about Trump on all my social pages and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. I was trying to look for the list of the last of the mass shootings. I apologize because I'm trying to do the research on the fly as I'm going. Well, not so much the research, but pull up the information, I should say, as I'm going. Okay, I have it right here. Uvalde, AR-15 was used. Buffalo, AR-15. Boulder, AR-15. Orlando, AR-15. So I'm just going to go through the cities. Parkland, Nashville, Las Vegas, Sandy Hook, San Bernardino, Midland, Odessa, Colorado Springs, Poway Synagogue, Tree of Life Synagogue, and Lewiston as well. Now, what they're saying is that AR-15s were used for all of these. But what they're not saying is that, one, most of them were transgender. And the one other common denominator out of all of them is that they were all Democrat. But they don't want you to tell that. And that's why that gets heavily silenced. You seeing a trend here? Now, I'm going to go and do a little prediction here before we cut this for the day. And what I'm going to say is, coming up just after the new year, I feel that there's going to be another new pandemic that's going to come out because we all know that they're not stopping Trump. Okay. You're not stopping him. Trump is leading the polls. If elections were today or tomorrow, Joe Biden would fucking lose. And they know it. No Democrat is going to be able to stand up against Trump. Sorry. And they know that. That's why they're doing this. So that's why I feel that there's going to be a pandemic. Not only that, but I think something outside of that's going to happen. Not only with the pandemic, but with all these illegal migrants crossing over the borders. I mean, and we've seen it with all of these pro-Palestinian marches that are happening all over the place, that there's numbers and numbers and numbers of these people that are protesting. That, I feel, is also going to get very, very bad come summertime. And I think that's when that's going to turn violent, just kind of like the summer of love of 2020 all over again. That is my prediction. You heard it here first. I'm sure you guys probably thought about that as well. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment below on any one of your favorite podcast platforms, and I will get back to all the comments as they come. Feel free, follow us on all the social media at the Hammer Drops podcast or the Hammer Drops. We're on all your favorite podcast platforms. All you got to do is search in the Hammer Drops podcast, and we're going to pop up. Run it through a Google search, and it's going to pop up. I got that fixed too. So until the next time, folks, I hope you're be good to one another, and can't wait to see what else is going to happen.